When the first generation Lexus GS debuted in 1993, it was Lexus's legitimate attack on German rivals in the luxury sports sedan class. What the GS was really lacking in the first generation, however, was a powerful powertrain. But with this third generation we have here, which debuted in 2006, Lexus was looking to make the vehicle more stylish, powerful, and much more luxurious to compete even better with the vehicles from Germany. But let's go ahead and check out this 2008 Lexus GS350. Now, as far as styling goes on the GS, you have the L Finesse design that Lexus introduced on the 2006 Lexus IS, as well as the 06 GS too. And I think it has aged pretty well. I think it still looks pretty good today. You have these nice projector headlights, then the nice front grille too, that's very elegant. But overall, I think it's a pretty classy looking vehicle. Now here goes the key fob for the vehicle. You have your unlock, your lock, to release your trunk, and then your panic button. Overall, it's a pretty good looking key fob design for 2008. Now you do have smart key access on all four doors. It is a gray exterior color with a full-on black leather interior. Power driver's seat with power recline and power lumbar too. Now stepping on inside of the cabin here, the step-in height is fairly low, and you're greeted with a very opulent cabin design here, what you would expect from Lexus, and it's pretty roomy inside of here too. And with the smart key access system, you also do have push button ignition. Just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to start, of course. And what you're hearing there is a 3.5 liter V6. Now you do have a leather wrapped steering wheel. Coming to your transmission, you have a 6-speed automatic with manual shiftability. No paddle shifters here though. Putting the vehicle into reverse, you do have a rear view camera. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the lights, and the fog lights too, and the hazards. All windows are fully automatic in the GS. And I'm going to go ahead and pop up the hood and check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors with LED turn signal indicators. Love the design of the GS, very classy. You also do have these pretty good looking 17-inch wheels. They still look pretty good even today. High intensity discharge headlights with your halogen fog lights. Now this is one of the first Lexus vehicles to start putting plastic covers over everything in the engine bay. But under the hood here we have a 3.5 liter V6 producing 303 horsepower at 6,200 RPM and 274 pound-feet of torque at 3,600 RPM, with EPA estimates being 19 in the city and 27 on the highway, running on premium unleaded fuel. Rear-wheel drive is standard and all-wheel drive is optional. Now this is one of the most powerful powertrains in the class back in 06 when it was compared to the Mercedes-Benz E-Class as well as the Audi A6 and the BMW 5 Series. It's also pretty reliable too. But we'll see what this baby can really do when we hit the road later in the video. Now competitors of the GS, like I said, you have the vehicles in the mid-size luxury sports sedan class. This includes its German rivals, the BMW 5 Series, Audi A6, as well as the Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Another vehicle to consider was maybe the Acura TL as well. You have a little shark fin antenna up there. Rear window defroster, dual exhaust tips, LED tail lamps. We also do have a little rear lip spoiler too. Of course, you have all of your basic power necessities, power windows, door locks, and your power exterior mirrors. And these also do power fold too. Nice little luxury feature there. Chrome interior door handles, nice soft touch armrest. And let's go ahead and rev it up. So, driving the 2008 Lexus GS350, this vehicle certainly puts a smile on my face. With that V6 powertrain, oh my gosh, it's freaking amazing, I have to say. That's all I have to say. It really puts a smile on my face. Hopefully I can own this vehicle someday. But yeah, it's just really, really powerful. And as far as the handling goes, the handling is pretty good for a Lexus, but I wouldn't say it's BMW 5 Series good. It's lacking a little bit of feedback, but it's certainly much better than what the first generation GS used to be. Now, as far as the ride goes, the ride is very, very comfortable, soaks up road bumps very well with luxury car ease. I just love the ride in this vehicle, and it's very quiet if you're looking for a very comfortable commuter and just looking for a very comfortable highway cruiser. But yeah, if you really want to push this vehicle hard around corners, it can do that. It's just not going to be as good as, say, the 5 Series. But I just love this V6 powertrain with the 303 horses. Woo, it's just awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So yeah, overall, if you're looking for a luxury sports sedan with decent handling, a very, very comfortable and smooth ride, as well as excellent power too, the Lexus GS is a great choice. Very nice. I really do love the sound of that V6 powertrain. Now, as far as build quality and materials go inside of the GS here, it's very impeccable in its construction and very nice soft touch materials up here on the upper door panel almost everywhere inside of this vehicle. I really couldn't find that many places where there's a hard touch scratchy plastic. Mid door panels, nice soft touch, armrest, dashboard, of course, this portion right here, and even when you get down to this portion right here, it's also a decent padded material. And then right here as well, it's also decently padded. And build quality is just really excellent inside of this vehicle. You won't find really any panel gaps inside of here. Everything feels very solid and well put together. So overall, build quality and materials are excellent in the GS. Now, coming to the steering wheel design, I love the 3-spoke steering wheel. Looks pretty good and it has aged pretty well. Now, you do have your steering wheel mounted audio controls, your Bluetooth phone controls, and then your voice recognition. Cruise control stock is also right here too. Then you have your power tilt and telescoping steering wheel as well. Now, coming down here, you have an ashtray, and then cup holders. This wood grain interior trim is also real, it's not fake, by the way. And then you have your heated seats right here too. Traction control off button, and then your power mode, and then your snow mode. And then you also do have a nice soft touch padded center console lid, of course. And then there's a decent amount of center console storage, I have to say, but down there you will find your auxiliary input and then a 12-volt power outlet. And then this also adjusts as well. Coming up there, you have an auto-dimming rearview mirror with garage home link and an integrated compass. sunglass container, and then your sunroof with your sunroof controls and a sliding shade. And then you also do have LED interior illumination lighting, which I was really surprised about. I didn't know they had that back in '08. And then, of course, your vanity light. And then the headliner is also really nice and plush, very high quality. Now as far as the seats go, the seats are very, very comfortable. I would certainly take this vehicle on a long road trip. The seats are nice and plush and soft, and then there's also great amounts of support here, and the thigh support is excellent. The headrests are also nice and pillowy soft too. Overall, these are one of the best seats I've sat in a long time. Now as far as visibility goes, visibility is okay. There's a decent amount of side glass area. The A-pillar isn't too thick. Outward visibility is okay, but rearward visibility can be a little bit of challenge with the C-pillar. Now coming to the main head unit, this is actually one of the best head units that Lexus has ever made in my opinion, and it certainly was one of the best head units to have in the luxury sports sedan class in 2008. And the German rivals had pretty complicated controls as well as distracting head units, but this is very simple and easy to use. And it is a touchscreen, by the way, too. Now coming to climate right here, you have your fan speeds and then your temperatures and then your different zones too. Very responsive touchscreen, very easy to use. It's lightning quick in its responsiveness. And then you can also control the climate controls by these manual buttons down here too. Now coming to your audio, you have AM, FM, basic stereo system here. And then you also do have the premium sound system in this vehicle too. And then you have your trip information, your maintenance schedules, telephone, calendar, language too. And then you can actually turn the beep off whenever you click on something if you want that off. And then you have your display, which you could change the contrast and the brightness. Pretty simple there. And then you have your map. And the map quality is pretty good for 2008, I have to say. And then you can enter in your destination by points of interest. And then your address too. Pretty simple and easy to use. Then you have your My Places. Then you have your map DVD too. Now coming to your other media sources, you have your auxiliary input. You also do have a 6-disc CD changer when that was popular back in the day. And then you have a cassette deck as well. And Lexus was actually one of the last vehicles, one of the last manufacturers to put a cassette deck in their vehicles. But overall, I really do love this head unit very much. Very simple and easy to use. You also do have intermittent windshield wipers as well. Alright. And then coming to the gauges are pretty clear and easy to read, very bold too, I have to say. And I'm going to go ahead and shut down the GS. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle. Now of course, build quality and materials do follow through in the rear. Still chrome interior door handles back here. Then this portion is also a nice soft touch, as well as this whole entire section. Now sitting back here, the headroom is okay. Legroom is not the best, but it is livable. Now you do have dual map pockets back here and rear air vents. Now if you're trying to fit 3 full-size adults back here, it's going to be a little bit tight due to this pretty big tunnel right there. Then you also do have rear center armrest with cup holders. And you also do have a ski trunk pass-through. But overall, the seats themselves are very, very comfortable. Certainly I would take this vehicle on a long road trip if I was sitting in the rear. And then the support on them is pretty excellent too. So with its powerful V6, its opulent cabin, and its very luxurious and comfortable ride, the 2008 Lexus GS350 was an excellent choice for a mid-sized luxury sports sedan. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.